Well, we'll put a little bow on the Oregon Ducks for the day. I might chat a little bit, I guess, when we come back around to more college football playoff thoughts in the big nooner. But Oregon against Iowa, it's so funny. I mentioned this to Tyson, and I wrote it on our show sheet. Is this a trap game for Oregon? The answer is absolutely not. This is a real deal Holyfield type battle
I have
going on
yet
this
to
weekend.
run into a Duck fan who's feeling real good about this weekend.
I know, even the people that tend to be more positive. I would say our co-host, our coworker Andy Johnson, is usually a positive Duck, but a realist.
But he was very much
shaking in his boots.
He was
a
like,
little.
nope, don't like this, not at all.
The brand man gave me very monotone, non-emotional answers.
Non-committal.
Going to be a big game this weekend.
Yep.
Going to be tough. Iowa's a tough team. And I was like, ooh. You can
Nah,
read under the lines a little bit.
Yeah, you can feel it because it's not just that it's where Oregon's at, it's where Iowa's at and where the game's being played at and the weather that's involved.
Without a doubt. I thought you nailed a question with Tyson in the sense of Oregon does sometimes struggle to play a game if they can't play it the way they want to play it. But nobody wants to play the game the way Iowa wants to play it.
No. Nobody wants to play that way. And to be fair, it's a difficult way to play. It's a different,
It's why Kirk Ferentz has been there for a billion years.
20 years. Honestly, it's very similar to what we have going on with the Trailblazers. Nobody wants to play against that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fun to have 5 dudes taking turns picking you up at 85 feet. It's exhausting. It's tiring. It's like, I don't want to deal with this.
You're also in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it's going to be
Portland or Iowa. You're in outposts. So and also when you're playing Iowa this weekend, it's going to be 30 freaking degrees.
Dude, if it snows, that'd be so awesome.
Look, I heard him talk about this morning. Wintry mix. Wintry mix is on the radar. It's that slushy snow, rain. Look, and when you're just sitting there with these 8-minute drives of just hammering and hammering and hammering. Don't get me wrong. As a watcher of football, it's fun.
Oh, it's fascinating.
But it ain't fun to get down with, if you're on the field. You know what I mean? You're going to feel that after the game when your body is cold and achy and beat to hell.
I do think there is a benefit to this in the Oregon Ducks. And I'll say it in this sense. I said this coming out of this game, and I might have been a little bit on an island on myself. I thought Wisconsin had a very, very good game plan coming into the Oregon game. I think they got out-athleted in the end. I think I think they got out-coached in the end, and I think the elements eventually weared on them. But I thought Wisconsin came into that game a little bit like Iowa does. And Wisconsin in general over the years, maybe not in the current administration, has had a lot of Iowa kind of tendencies. Big offensive line, big D-line, run the ball, et cetera, et cetera. So Oregon kind of had a test of this a little bit. Look, Wisconsin against Oregon might have been Wisconsin's best first half all year. And you've seen that in the crappy weather. Yeah, you're in the confines of your own home, but you've seen teams come in and try to punch you in the mouth that don't have the athletes you do. Oregon has the better athletes than Iowa, but Iowa's scheme, to your point, is that can that not be a benefit for Oregon that they've already had one of these on their schedule a little bit?
Yeah, but
or is Iowa
it's on
different?
steroids.
Okay.
It's on steroids, and it's in Iowa where the weather is going to be. It's going to be as bad as the weather was at Autzen last week or 2 weeks ago. This is going to be different weather. It's not going to be as wet as far as the amount of rain, but it's going to be a lot colder. And Iowa.
It says the daytime high is about 48 degrees.
Yes,
okay.
But as soon as the sun goes down, which is basically halftime, it's supposed to drop to 30.
It's not. No, it kicks at 12:30, man.
Here.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
So they're either
that sun's going down.
Eastern.
They're Eastern. The sun's going down.
Called Wyoming.
Yeah. The sun's going down at halftime. So, and that temperature
And
is
it does say wind at 10 to 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, and so it's going to be just crap-tacular.
That's Pullman, Washington weather, man, if I ever heard it in my life. I do think the Davison situation, the running the football, look,
Will they fully lean on it? That's the question. Will they fully lean on it?
I think they have to, which is going to lead me to, I think my number one eyeballs on this game are going to be on Dante Moore. For me.
When they ask him to make the play-action play?
Yeah, I think the run game is going to establish itself. It's going to be ugly. It's going to take a little bit. Davison or Lenore or somebody, whoever's going to get the rock in this situation, might have an explosive play for 30 yards in the first half, and you might not see one to the house until the second half. My question is Dante. Is when what you just said, when they ask him to open it up and take a shot, how does that look?
By the way, Iowa City Central Standard Time.
Central? Okay.
Central time zone.
So 2:30 start.
Next state over Eastern. My bad.
Oh, and it is daylight
that's-
savings, so it
so
does
it'll
get darker
It'll be
sooner.
2:30 to 6.
Yeah.
Basically over there.
So, and the sun will go down there probably around 4:30.
30-ish.
Yeah. So about halftime. Yeah, right around there.
But to my point, they already kind of dealt with some of these crappy conditions against Wisconsin. Again,
Sure.
you're at your home. You're kind of, it's not as cold.
You're in your own beds before. You're much more
Totally.
comfortable.
Totally. But I do think it is a nice preview of what you're going to have. Because I'll say it again, man. I thought Wisconsin played really well in the first half. I really did. And Oregon weathered that storm, pun intended, and came out with a victory. And I personally kind of see this game going that way. I think it's going to be tight. I like Oregon's players on offense a little better than Iowa's because I like Oregon's defense more than I like their offense.
We aren't making picks yet, but I'm going to do it. I'm gonna take Iowa.
To cover.
I think Iowa's going to do it. I think
cover.
I think Iowa's going to win.
Ooh, baby. I haven't decided where I feel.
I've been building towards this and not sure where I was going to fall. And this isn't a shot at Oregon. This is just Iowa gets one of these every year.
It sounds to me like you're giving Iowa respect. I don't think you're taking a
Yeah,
shot at Oregon.
that's more of what it is. It's like, and I haven't seen Oregon play outside of their style and be comfortable. And nobody plays Iowa football.
No.
Nobody plays that. Like everybody talks, oh, that's Big Ten football. It's like, yeah, but nobody really does that anymore. Not like they do, at least.
Not like they do. I mean, Ohio State's defense, Ohio State kind of this year is playing like Iowa, if you ask me, because their offense has been pretty meh, in my opinion, although the metrics look good on it. I don't want to sound like John Madden or Yogi Berra and stating the obvious, but it's Oregon's offense versus Iowa's defense and Iowa's offense versus Oregon's defense. And of all four of those departments, I'm going to take Oregon's defense. I don't know what I'm going to take. I'll wait till Friday to make a choice on this game. But if I'm leaning somewhere right now on hump day here, I lean Oregon's defense will get them by. But Tyson nailed it, dude. Dante cannot turn this ball over. Running backs cannot turn this ball over.
I have the same feeling about this game.
It'll only take one.
Yep.
It's not two.
No.
It's not like, oh, Dante threw a pick and that's fine, and Davison has a fumble and that's why we lost. No, if you lose one, you're in trouble.
I feel about this game the same way I felt about the Indiana game. Like leading into that game, remember I told you, I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to take.
You love Indiana.
I do
too.
love Indiana, and I love them coming into the season. I think it was Thursday. I was like, I'm going with Indiana. I just have the same kind of feeling where I think styles make fights.
Totally.
And I just don't know if I trust Oregon to be in the corner with Iowa the entire game and come out with the win. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just that's where I'm ending up.
I'll tell you what, if Oregon plays Iowa football and wins this game,
it'll be a hell of a win.
I am going to change my perception on Oregon will change.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will 100% be there with you.
And I think they're great. I think they're really, really good. I think they're really, really talented. I think we have to remember we walked into this season with a giant question mark. Don't know quarterback.
Yeah.
Who's going to run the
We're
football?
right back where we were, but
Brand new
we got
offensive
kind of
line.
excited because Penn State win and some crazy numbers against some really bad teams.
You get low because of the loss to Indiana.
And then the Wisconsin game.
And we're back to, I don't know what this team
and
is.
It's like, it's crazy. We're what week 10?
Mm-hmm.
Week 10, and we're still like, they're good, but how good?
Right.
But also, that's not an Oregon-specific thing. That's about damn near every team in the country.